What if the story you tell yourself about money isn't even yours? Hi, and welcome to Money Mindset, the space where we rewrite our money stories and realign with abundance, purpose, and personal power. Today, we are diving into something truly transformative: your money origin stories. If you have ever felt stuck around money, like no matter how hard you work, you hit a ceiling, or you feel guilt or fear when it comes to earning, spending, or even talking about money, this episode is for you. We are going to explore the early money beliefs you absorbed, often without even realizing it, and how these beliefs are still influencing your financial reality today. By the end of this episode, you will understand why your money beliefs started forming long before you opened your first bank account, how generational patterns are impacting your finances, and what you can start doing today to shift your story and attract more abundance with ease. Let's start by defining what I mean when I say your money origin story. This is the collection of beliefs, emotions, and experiences around money that you picked up, usually in childhood, long before you had the words or tools to question them. Think about it. As kids, we are like sponges. We observe what we see, hear, and feel in our environment, and that includes how our parents or caregivers talked about and handled money. Maybe you heard things like money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that. Rich people are greedy. Or maybe money just wasn't talked about at all. That silence is powerful too, because when something is left unspoken, it can feel like it's taboo or even shameful. These are called childhood money imprints, and they get etched into your subconscious like programming on a hard drive. They form what can be referred as your money DNA, your default emotional and energetic relationship with money. And unless we take time to examine these beliefs, they often run the show in adulthood without us realizing it. For example, if you saw your parents constantly stressed about bills, you might associate money with anxiety, even if you're financially stable now. If we were taught to be grateful for what you have in a way that discouraged dreaming bigger, you might find yourself playing small in your business or career. Or maybe you had to earn approval through achievements, and now money feels tied to your self worth. Dr. Wayne Dyer said it beautifully. You leave old habits behind by starting out with a thought: I release the need for this in my life. That's what we are doing today. We are getting curious. We are shining a light on the beliefs you inherited, not to judge them, but to ask, do I still choose this? Because once you understand your origin story, you can begin rewriting the script. Now, let's dive into another layer for your money story: generational money beliefs. What you learned about money didn't just come for your immediate family, it likely has roots that go much deeper through generations of influence. Think about it. You're not just carrying your own experience around money, you are also carrying the financial wisdom or trauma of your ancestors. This is called intergenerational transmission of beliefs. Let me explain. If your grandparents grew up during the Great Depression, or perhaps lived through economic hardships or scarcity, they likely developed certain money patterns. Things like hoarding, saving excessively, or viewing debt as a taboo. These beliefs often get passed down not through direct teaching, but through the energy and behaviors your parents adopted. If your parents lived in fear of not having enough, that fear could have been passed down to you, even if you grew up in an environment of relative financial stability. Or maybe you saw that in your family, wealth or success was associated with guilt. You might have internalized the belief that it's wrong to have too much, or that rich people are selfish or untrustworthy. And often these beliefs are deeply ingrained because we don't actively examine them. Instead, they become part of the family culture. But here's the thing: you don't have to carry this legacy forward. Money is energy, and if you have inherited negative energy around money, it's time to clear that out. You're not bound by the beliefs of past generations unless you choose to hold them. So ask yourself, what money beliefs did you inherit from your parents or grandparents? And did they come from a place of scarcity, fear, or a different era altogether where economic survival was the main focus? If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. If you want to change your financial future, it starts with changing how you look at money and where it comes from. Now is the perfect time to consciously release any old, inherited money stories and choose what serves you today. Now that we have uncovered where these money beliefs are coming from, your childhood imprints, and generational patterns, it's time to talk about how to shift your money story. Here's the good news: you have the power to rewrite your story starting right now. The first step: awareness. You can't change what you don't see. So the key is to start paying attention to your thoughts, your words, and your feelings about money. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, I can't afford that, I'll never have enough, or money is always a struggle, stop and ask, where did this belief come from? It is often helpful to think about three most dominant money messages from childhood. What did you hear most often growing up? Maybe it was money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that. Rich people are selfish. Whatever it was, now is the time to challenge it. This is where the magic happens. Instead of accepting these old beliefs as your truth, start questioning them. Ask yourself, is this belief still serving me? Is this really the story I want to continue telling? Here is a simple exercise that can help break free from limiting money stories. It's simple reframing practice. Instead of thinking, I can't afford that, try saying, how can I make this possible? Instead of saying, I don't have enough money, think, I have everything I need to create the abundance I want. This simple shift in language changes your energetic vibration around money. And when you start thinking and speaking from a place of possibility, you begin attracting new opportunities and resources that align with that energy. Abundance is not something we acquire, it's something we tune into. You see, shifting your story isn't just about the words you say, it's about changing your energy and mindset. When you begin to feel like money is abundant, available, and flowing to you with ease, that energy will start to attract more of it. Now, here is a powerful tool to help you change your money story. Write a new origin money story. Take 10 minutes today and sit down with a journal. Ask yourself, what do I want my money story from this moment on? Write it as if it's already happening. Here's an example of how to frame it. I'm deserving of abundance. I attract opportunities, and money flows easily and effortlessly to me. I release all the limiting beliefs I inherited about money and replace them with thoughts of wealth, freedom, and ease. As you write, remember that you are the author of your story, and just like a best selling novel, your money story can evolve with every chapter. So, there you have it. Your origin story doesn't have to define your future. Whether you inherited limiting beliefs about money or observed unconscious messages from your childhood, you have the power to rewrite your financial narrative starting today. Remember, awareness is the first step. By following this, you would have questioned what you have been taught. And finally, taking inspired action to shift your mindset and your story. If you want more abundance, freedom, and ease in your life, it starts with a simple choice to no longer accept the money story that's holding you back. The next chapter is waiting for you to write it. Now, I encourage you to take action today. Take 5 minutes and write down your earliest money memory. Reflect on what beliefs it may have formed. Then ask yourself, what story do I want to tell instead? What do I want my money story look like if I knew I was worthy of abundance? I love to hear your thoughts on this episode. Drop a comment or send me a message on social media or share your new money story or your biggest takeaway from today. And if you are feeling inspired, share this episode with someone else who is ready to rewrite their own money story. When you rewrite your money story, you don't just change your bank account, you change your entire future legacy. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for our next episode, which will drop in tomorrow, which is on the energy of scarcity versus abundance. Also, if you want to book a free 30-minute session to find out how I can help you rewrite your money story, remove the money blocks you have, and help you increase your income, drop me an email. My email address is mentioned below, and I'll book a free 30-minute session. Until tomorrow, have a great day, and remember, you have the power to create the financial freedom you deserve. See you tomorrow.